Hi guys, I hope you're all doing good. I'm here today to share with you a design team project for CraftSupplies4u, and this is my third project for the month of October. So as you can see, I did a couple of items, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see I posted a picture of these probably about a week and a half ago or so. So if you guys follow me there, I usually post pictures ahead of time before my video. So if you guys want a sneak peek of stuff, make sure you follow me. And I just want to say I'm sorry if I sound a little off. I've been really sick the last week or so. So I was kind of waiting to do the video for this because I didn't want it to be too bad. But I'm feeling a little bit better today. So I wanted to share these with you guys because I really love the way they turned out. So I altered Michael's frame, and I altered a jar. And if you guys have followed me for a while, you guys know I like to make a lot of things that match, like sets and stuff. So I was kind of deciding, and like I love altering frames. I just think they're a lot of fun, and you can do a lot of different things with them, so they're fun for me to do. So I took this frame right here, and this is just a unfinished wood Michael's frame that you can get in the dollar section. Those are a lot of fun to alter, and they do have different shapes and stuff you could do. And I left the back unfinished in case some of you guys might not know what they look like. But it's just a plain wood frame. It comes like this. So I'm going to still do up the back, but I kind of wanted to show you guys in case you want to do something like this. So it's just unfinished wood. And so I first took some paper, because you could either paint the frames or you could, add paper and whatnot. And so I knew I didn't want to have like the plain wood showing through. And I also didn't want to have like I didn't want to paint it, I guess. I kind of wanted to have some paper, so I covered the whole thing with some paper, and it's just from my stash. It's just some paper that also came from Michael's. And then I really love this trim right here. That's from the shop. I love it. It has this really big scalloped edge to it, so I decided to cover both of the sides in the trim. So I put it here, and then also on this side, as you can see, it's just barely popping through here. I ended up covering most of it up, but you can see it here and you can see it here. So it's just a really pretty trim, and I like using it because it's a nice size and it just has some cute detail to it. So I put that down, and then I also added this trim right here, which is another one of my favorites from the shop. I love Venice lace, and the shop has a bunch of different ones, and so they're just one of my favorites to use because they look really nice on your shabby projects. And also, just so you guys know, they do take color very well. I've dyed these before and they take it perfectly. So I added some of the trim here to the bottom, and then also here at the top, and I just reversed it. Like on here, I reversed it so the scallops are on the outside here, and it's also on the outside here. And then for here, I took this trim and I had it where these pieces were poking upwards, and then at the top part I have it where they're poking downwards. So I just got like a nice clean edge on the top and on the bottom. And then once I got that down, I kind of have been wanting to use this image right here, which is super pretty, on a project, and it just so happened to fit perfectly in this frame right here. So I decided to finally use this, and I just think it's a really pretty picture. So I was going to use a bunch of flowers to kind of mimic this like flower vine right here. So I kind of was going through and seeing what I had that would go along well with it. And if you guys check out the shop, you'll see there's like tons and tons of flowers. You can get them all different colors, all different types. Like there's fabric and paper and like parchment. I think it's called like a parchment kind of paper. That those ones are really cute too. And you can find all kinds of different ones in there. So I took this piece right here, and this is like comes as one big piece right here, and I usually take those apart, but I decided to add the whole thing here, and I had to use the blue because there was like blue in the frame part of this picture. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to use this. And again, you guys, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm having a hard time breathing here. So I added the corsage piece there, and this does come with these really pretty pearl sprays. They're like the circle ones. And as you can see, you know, you can just add it, and it adds a lot of like different textures and stuff to your project. And it's, you know, you just have to add it on, and it looks kind of like you did a lot of work when you actually maybe not do it as much. Because I know some people, like they've told me that they have a hard time doing like different clusters and stuff. Some people, it's just harder for them, and like to me it comes really easily. But something like this is like a perfect thing you could use for those of you that have a hard time with that kind of stuff. And it already has, like I said, the different flowers and different textures and stuff. So you can just take that whole piece and add it onto your project, and it kind of does the work for you, I guess I could say. So from the leaves down to this flower right here, this is all one piece. And it already comes with, like I said, the sprays and the little stamen pieces. And then I just added like these leaves right here were left over from a previous project I did. So I wanted to add some more or use them up, because I tell you guys all the time, like always save your scraps and stuff, because you never know when you could use them, and sometimes you'll find like the perfect opportunity to use them. So all my little scraps and stuff that I have left over, I always just put them back in my stash and use them. So like these leaves, for example, I had left over from a previous project, and so I added one here, and then there's two right here, there's one here, and then there's also one up here. So I add those down, and then if you can see here, these flowers in the picture kind of have like this peachy tone to them. So I went in and used these peach flowers right here, and they have a couple layers of fabric, like the petals, and then it also has some leaves, and then they also come with these really cute pearl pieces that just come out of the center, which is really cute. So I thought that would be like the perfect, like it would complement it very well. So I just added some around through here, because I didn't want to have it look like a whole piece. I wanted kind of a little break. So I kind of did that here. So I started with making a cluster here, and then I made another smaller cluster here, but I was kind of using the same flowers throughout. And so I just went through again, and I added some of these peach flowers here, and then throughout the top part as well, you can see they're added in, and they match like perfectly. It looks really, really cute. And then these flowers right here, if you can see, they're white, and they also come with the pearl sprays. So I did add one right there, and I added one right here, and then for this cluster down here, these flowers, they come in a bunch by themselves, and I added one at the bottom right there as well, just because I needed to, I wanted to add a little bit more blue to have it spread out just a little bit. So I decided to use these here, and then they're just super cute. They're like organza, and they have the little stamens, and then they also have the little bling in the center, and they just come like that. So I put those there. And then these flowers are kind of similar to the blue ones. They're just white. So they come, as you can see, different colors. So I added one there. And then these flowers right here also are really cool because they come with the little stamens and then the little pearl center. So I added one of those there. And then one of those there. And again, this one right here was just a little piece that I had left over from a previous project that I saved, and it was just like one little piece, add like the perfect little touch to there. So like I was saying, that's why I always save my scraps no matter how small, because you never know when you could just tuck it in somewhere and it'll be like the perfect like piece that you need. So I really can't stress that enough, like always save your stuff. So I think that's about all I did for this one. I think it came out super cute. So I did that. And then I also took this jar right here, and I used some of the same products because of course I wanted it to match. So well, the first thing I did was I took this trim right here. I'm sorry guys, I'm having a hard time not choking up here. This trim right here, and it was actually wider than what I needed it to be. So I figured out how much I would need, and then I cut the rest off. And then I actually took the extra piece. There was an extra piece here and an extra piece here. And I actually took it and made a little bow, you can see. So again, like it was a scrap, but I saved it because you can always use it somewhere else. So I just took it and kind of freehanded a little bow here. And then use one of these flowers as the center, which is also the same flower that's right here. And I did off-center it like on the side. Is that the word I'm trying to say? I don't know, you guys. I put it to the side here because I kind of like the way, I've done this a few times, like, you know, normally you would think to put it like here, but I just kind of like the look that it gives it, kind of more dimension. And then it doesn't take away from your center of, like, you know, your item. So like here with a jar, for example, you know, I wanted to have like this, the focal point be like right here in the middle, but I also wanted to have more to the lid because I didn't want it to be too plain. So when you do kind of something to the side, it kind of adds like the perfect little touch to it. So it was something, it was real simple. You know, I just kind of did it and then added that to the center. And then I took these applique pieces right here, and I can't remember exactly how many come in a pack. I want to say like 8 or 12 of these, or maybe it's 6. But I took 4 of them and kind of made this little design here. And then to tie in with the blue to the frame, I took one of these flowers like it's right here and just added one to the center. And because these appliques kind of have a lot going on and it's a really pretty design that I didn't want to get covered up, I kind of just put this there and kind of left it like that because it still kind of has a lot going on without adding too many items to here. Sorry about my dog. So I just took that, and then I kind of just liked it because it still looks like there's a lot, but it's not like too much, you know. So yeah, I just put like 2 here and then 2 here, and it kind of looks like one big applique. And then have that in the center. Then I went in and then like I was looking through my stash and see which trims from the shop I had that were pretty dainty, because I didn't want to cover this up because this trim is super pretty. So I wanted to make sure a lot of that showed through. So I was just kind of looking, and I came across this dainty one, and then also this one right here. And I know these are both still available in the shop as of the last time that I checked. So I just added some around here and then here, kind of just to give it, gives it like a nice finished edge, and then it also kind of gives it a little bit more like another texture to it, and I just kind of like the way that it looks. Then here at the top I added this little trim right here, and then on top of that I added this other pearl trim. And again, this was just like a piece I had left over from a previous project, and it just about fit this perfectly. I just had a little tiny bit left over, so it was just like a perfect fit, so it was meant to be. So, and I think it just gives it a nice touch, and it, you know, it has a nice tie-in with the pearls that are on the appliques, I think. And then here at the top I just added this paper doily that I had left over from, it's from Gina's Designs, but I had it left over from a hop we did like a long time ago. So I kind of thought that it would be a perfect touch because it kind of has like, you know, this edge, which is kind of similar to this right here. So I thought it would be a very nice tie-in together. So I just put that on the top, and then that's about it. But I really like the way that these came out. I think they're really cute. So again, make sure you guys check out the shop. Like I said, there's always new stuff coming in. And I know she just got more new items in that are really cute, so you guys need to go over and check it out. I will have the link for that in the description box below. And also, just to let you guys know that I believe she's going to start selling slowly again back on Etsy and on Zibbit. I think right now she mentioned that she's just going to have some of the parchment flower lots up, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, that there's going to be more items added to those shops as well. But everything, like all the items right now, are on the actual website. So make sure you guys check it out, and let me know what you guys think of my items. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.